Good morning, Dr. Wienlick. I just wanted to go through the document I've just shared out to you. Uh, it is a Gmail document. That means you'll have, with this link, access to the live updates as I work through them. So, what I've done first off is I've gone through the chapter with the table of contents and tried to figure out exactly how Wheelock will be going through the grammars, and I should have that all done in about a week. Uh, the next thing that I've done is I have the basic skills that are necessary for Latin categorized down here, and I've got to just reorder them according to their coding. And I'll have that done as time goes by. Each skill that's in the question bank is listed, such as PIAV, present indicative active verbs. And the label is listed here, always with the suffix W or WO1, WO2, WO3, etc. The reason why is that computers are very literal, so it helps me take care of the alphabetization. So, what I've done in chapter one is they've just covered first conjugation verb forms here and second conjugation. Now, I know that later on you'll be getting third conjugation only in the present stem, but I'll take that same label and I'll label it O8. Knows when we add the third conjugation, etc. That way, you can be very specific when you call up the questions. And I'm probably going to only put in at this stage maybe 100 questions per label. So by the end of the year, it should be about 10,000. Now, how we'll do it is my advanced students have Labor Day coming up, so therefore they need to labor. And in Labor Day, they are probably going to be dealing with the contents of Wheelock 23, participles, probably. More likely, they will add questions in the demonstratives, ea, dem, and then, of course, the demonstratives and the so-called weirds in Wheelock 9. Now, currently, I have some students who weren't good students who are now desperately trying to get their scholarships to Ohio State so they have to improve their GPA. They're working on Wheelock 2 right now. They worked on Wheelock 1. And then I'm going to give them over to Wheelock 3 and 4 as well. I'll generate the questions and then they'll just code them in. After that, I'm going to do a simple patch right now where I'll be adding on the verbs from my question bank. So what they'll be listed as is they will be listed as a C for Cambridge, and then I'll be putting O5 here, or I might just put, whatever they're listed in the Cambridge text as. So that way I can directly import my files over. Now, this is just going to be the simple patch. By the end of the year, we'll take these transplants from mine out and you'll have your own. The reason why is I want my students, intro students, and advanced students to be working on their own grammar. So instead of working on my database, which is so large, they'll be developing your database, which I think we can use this for transplanting to other college programs or any hapless high school program that happens to use the antiquated and utterly wrong Wheelock. No offense, but that's the way it is. So this will be a transplant on some of these, but we will, by the end of the year, as the intro students expand their knowledge and as the advanced students expand their knowledge, we'll be filling in the gaps of the transplanted questions, and then we'll go through and remove them by the end of the year. So this gives you an idea of the updates, where we're at. This way we'll have a scope and sequence. And boy, if we can get this thing working and it's a good partnership, sounds like an article or even a presentation somewhere. I do plan on presenting in Montana on the use of Kuya. So if you'd like to be part of that pre-workshop, that would be pretty cool, although it's not that far a travel for you. All right, so there's the update on the scope and sequence. Now the rest of the tabs down here, those are just for my classes. So you'll see what a Latin 100 scope and sequence looks like. Color means it goes on throughout, so therefore I know exactly if I wanted to quiz them or do something like that, I could definitely proceed onward. All right, then. So thank you so much, Dr. Relack, for giving me and my students this opportunity to expand the work. And if there's any questions, don't hesitate to contact.